Live.
I'll be back.
Yep.
Okay,
Welcome back,
hi,
Jessica.
Deborah. All right, so we're not going to be late because we got a big day tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. And I hope that everything goes right in the big day tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
I hope so. But there's I think I said before about that newlywed couple in Richmond. We talked about them. They, crazy thing. But now, let's talk about this. Tomorrow is a couple of things. There's the jury selection for Lori Vallow. Can you believe that? She's got her Kool-Aid blush on, and she's ready for this. I don't think she really is, though. So jury selection is going to begin tomorrow. Lori, known as cult mom to some, doomsday mom to others, psycho to others, is accused of murder and conspiracy in the deaths of her 2 children and in her current husband, Chad Daybell's first wife. Now, Chad is charged with the same charges, but he's not going to be tried with her. He's getting a separate trial, and they haven't even set his date now. So, let's see what's going to happen. Now, they're going to finally, they're going to release the audio. They've at least agreed to do that, I think, or it's going to be, because the grandparents were really upset about not being able to hear or see the trial, and now I think they said they're going to put it onto some kind of site so people will be able to listen to it. So that's going to happen tomorrow. The judge Boyce agreed to move the trial to Boise and Ada County to better the chances of finding a jury that has not been inundated by the case. Lori has twice been declared incompetent to stand trial and sent for treatment, and she has waived her right to a speedy trial, which ultimately moved Boyce to take the death penalty off the table for her. He did so late last month, saying there wasn't enough time before the start of the trial for her attorneys to properly prepare for a death penalty case. And no date has been set for Chad's trial, so we'll see how their jury selection goes. Tomorrow, Letecia's is supposed to start. I'm hoping it does. You never know anymore because, look, Aiden Fucci's was supposed to start, and then he took a plea deal. So you never know. And now, I told you about that dog that brought an arm out of a South Carolina creek last week, last week it was. They found the rest of the body, and they've got an arrest here. They found the body, and it was a woman who was last seen in Salem on February 6th, and the Oconee County Coroner's Office said that a family member reported Tanya Marie Cannon, 33, missing. And that was horrible. The dog came running out to its owner carrying an arm.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's how they found the woman. So, and they narrowed it down to, and they figured it was her. And initial results of the autopsy did not reveal the cause of death, and there was no evidence of fatal injuries observed at the autopsy. But why do they have this person here? Hold on 1 second. I don't know why we have... Oh, this is the suspect. Coroner's office said they identified the remains using dental x-rays and a partial tattoo and clothing. So let's see. Tanya Marie Cannon. Unless this is her picture. But that's a weird picture. Looks like a mugshot, doesn't it? I am very confused. Images. Human remains. Oh yeah, that is her. That's very odd. Because that looks like I thought they got the suspect when I just saw that, but no. This is the woman whose body was found. So they haven't found how she got there or the manner of death. So they don't even know. Yeah, I mean, it could be not even foul play. So we'll have to see what comes of that. And let's see what else we've got here. Oh, there was a shooting in Oklahoma City at the Whiskey Barrel Saloon. 3 men shot dead, 3 other people wounded. Saturday night, everybody was feeling all right, and then they weren't. One of the 2 wounded victims is said to be in critical condition, while the other 2 have non-life-threatening injuries. Police say the suspect was in custody, but later retracted that and said they have no leads on a suspect. Now, how do you do that? Yeah, we've got the suspect in custody. Oh, hey, wait a minute. We retract that. We have no one in custody, and we have no leads. What? The shooting happened early in the evening, around 9 p.m. Lieutenant Jeff Cooper, a spokesperson for the Oklahoma City Police Department, described it as chaotic, as patrons in the crowded bar scrambled for cover. No further information was released on Sunday, but Cooper said he expected investigators to have more information to share on Monday. That sounds almost like something from Saturday Night Live. So it sounds crazy. All right, now the grandmother that the two children who died in her care, just about a year apart, her family, her daughter and her husband, are saying that she needs to pay for this. So her daughter, Kalia Nick, said, if I'm objective, she needs to go to prison. As her daughter, it kills me to say this. As their mother, I demanded I will fight for them. And so these 2 incidents, we talked about them at length a couple of days ago. The one baby was 16 months old and drowned Ezra in a pond on the property. And then the other baby was 7 months old, and that was this past November. And she left Uriel in the back seat of her Lexus SUV with the windows rolled up on a day when it was into the 90s in Florida. She said she forgot about the infant, and the children's father wants to know, how do you forget a little girl? She was inside playing piano and talking to her dog, and it wasn't until their older brother got there that she remembered the baby. Another grandchild came, and it's a very crazy thing. Now, we read also in December of 2021 when Ezra drowned, we read that whole report, and she said she was on some medication and she fell asleep, and the grandfather went to Walmart. But the daughter said a really strange thing. She said, I feel good knowing that it was an accident when the son drowned. Now, I'm thinking like, well, what else would you think it is? Would you think your mother would intentionally drown your child? So that was scary. And then she left this little girl in her care, and she said, well, she was going to go to lunch with friends, and I knew the friends. So then you've got to think, did she leave that child in there the whole time she was at lunch? I don't know. It's a very strange, very shocking case. And so they want to pursue that. So yeah, really sad case. I don't know what's going to come of that. And I told you, Tiger King, Carol Baskin, she's closing down her big cat sanctuary, and she's going to consolidate the cats with an Arkansas sanctuary. And then there's a Florida man who was smiling during his arrest after he murdered an autistic teen on the front porch. Yeah, the Florida again. Florida man accused of shooting and killing an autistic teenager for no apparent reason was smiling when he was arrested on Friday. On Friday in Ocala, Florida, 20-year-old Jeremy Doel Navarro was arrested on a charge of first-degree murder in connection with the death of 19-year-old Farron Williams. The arrest comes more than a year after Williams was shot just before 11:30 p.m., January 27, 2022, while he was sitting on the porch of a friend's home near the 900 block of Northwest 6th Avenue in Ocala. Williams was reportedly using the internet from a Hardee's restaurant across the street. We know the young man was on the porch using the Wi-Fi of a local restaurant, and that's when he was shot. And the shooter came and shot him from the roadway. Williams attempted to escape the gunfire and he ran down a nearby street, but he collapsed on the sidewalk. Police responded to the scene for reports of shots fired, and they found Williams with multiple gunshot wounds. He was rushed to an area hospital, and he was pronounced dead. Investigators say Williams was diagnosed with autism, had no criminal record. Ocala Police Chief Mike Balkin praised the department for their pursuit of Navarro and helping secure justice for Williams and his family, saying, and I quote, "I want to commend the tireless dedication of our detectives who have worked diligently for the past 14 months to bring closure to this heinous murder of a 19-year-old Farron Williams. The persistence in this investigation has led to the arrest of Jeremy Navarro, and I'm proud to say that justice will finally be served." Ocala police released a video of Navarro during his arrest in which he appears to be smiling as he's put into the patrol vehicle. It's not clear why he was smiling, but he was nonetheless. He's being held in the Marion County Jail, and he's being held without bond. Now, a Nebraska woman ran over two coworkers at her apartment complex, and she killed them both. 27-year-old Nebraska woman was arrested this week because, well, this is Taylor Bradley. She drove some 20 to 30 yards off the roadway to hit the two men. And there's a video and witness accounts that she struck them on purpose. She appeared by video link at a court hearing on Wednesday in which she was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in the deaths of 45-year-old Ronald E. Gonzalez Rivas and 42-year-old Christopher J. Carmazin. She's also charged with attempted murder of trying to kill Robert Sargent, another employee of the complex, who was standing with the other two, but he managed to jump clear away, and 3 counts of using a deadly weapon to commit a felony. She was arrested a few blocks away, still in her damaged vehicle. Well, at the hearing, it was chaotic. She began talking over Judge Lori Yardley as the judge read the charges against her. "No," she said. "No, no, 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 no. I had a shoplifting charge. That's all I've ever had," she said, yelling louder as the judge continued reading the complaint. Then she said, "They think I'm on so many drugs because they stocked me full of all my mom's drugs." And then she screamed, "Theft! Theft!" apparently referring to a prior shoplifting charge. "That's all I have." When Yardley finished, Bradley promptly asked her to read again the first 3 of the 6-count complaint. "Read them again for me. 1, 2, and 3. I don't give an absolute F. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. I am on drugs." A corrections officer muted Bradley's microphone and walked away with the computer. Yardley set Bradley's bond at $2 million. On Thursday, her public defender filed a motion seeking a competency evaluation. Neither police nor prosecutors have said what they believe prompted the incident. Tom Houston, the general counsel for Perry Reed Properties, which manages the Lodge complex, said the company is mystified. Bradley was in the first year of her lease, and the property manager had no prior negative contact with her. What the heck is that about? That is crazy. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so this boy, this Trent Lerkamp, the one that was in that hazing incident, and then he was on I believe he was in the ICU on a ventilator. I believe he was on a ventilator, right? Okay. He has spoken, let's see, for the first time, insisting that justice will be served. He was the one that was spray painted from head to toe. He had dangerous amounts of alcohol, and he was given mushrooms, and then they took pictures of him, and they've done things like this in the past. He's been bullied. He's off the ventilator and stabilized, and he said in a voicemail that it will take a long time for him to recover. I'm alive and doing well, he said. And he said, just know it's going to be a long time for me to get over this, through the trauma, but one day, hopefully within the next few months or so, I might be back. At the end of the message, he said, justice will be served. The boy's father, Mark, told police that his son has dealt with repeated hazing and bullying by the same group of boys, but that he keeps hanging around them because he has no other friends. Videos and photos of the alleged hazing were shared widely across social media, leading to an outcry and anger by the community members. A group of hundreds of people held a vigil for the soft-spoken teenager last Monday, and where they demanded justice. They sprayed him with water. They did horrible things. And he said, let's see, the Glynn County Police Department interim chief O'Neill Jackson said in recent press releases that the people in social media posts and photos tied to the incident have been identified. He said the probe is ongoing and the department has no tolerance for bullying and mistreatment of others. So hopefully they'll be getting to the bottom of that. Okay, now this is it. Moment. So an Alabama cop fatally shot his pregnant girlfriend in the head and then lied to authorities saying that she committed suicide. He shot her, then he called 911 dispatchers. His name is David McCoy, Huntsville police officer. He was indicted March 24th on capital murder charges in the 2022 shooting of his girlfriend, Courtney Spraggins, and their unborn baby. It's alleged that McCoy shot Spraggins in the head while they were sitting in a parked car outside of his apartment in Huntsville, January 7, 2022. The 29-year-old officer called the non-emergency police line to see if it had received any reports of gunshots fired in the area and told the dispatcher he had woken up to the sound of firing from a small caliber gun. He was not on duty at the time of the shooting. When the investigators arrived on the scene, they found Spraggins, 26, shot in the head in the driver's seat of the car. McCoy told responding officers, I think I've seen her once, and that it seemed like she was going to commit suicide. He later claimed that he didn't even know her. Investigators at the scene found a photo of McCoy inside Spraggins' vehicle as well as text messages on Spraggins' phone that indicated what led to the incident. Spragans had tried to move into McCoy's apartment, which he shared with another woman, in December, but he told her he needed more time. Investigators described a text exchange between the two around the time in which Spragans asked McCoy what she was supposed to do, and he responded, "A bullet to the head sounds good to me." McCoy was questioned by authorities for 5 hours, and by the end of the interview, he admitted, "I did it." According to testimony, McCoy also allegedly tested positive for gunshot residue, and police say they found a pistol that was not his service weapon, along with Spragans' cell phone, in a closet in his apartment. Investigators say because of the number of wrong passcode attempts on Spragans' phone, they still have not been able to access her phone. Are you kidding me? 3 days after the shooting, Mark McMurray, Huntsville police chief at the time, announced that McCoy was no longer a police officer or an employee of the city of Huntsville, and a hearing in the case is set for April 4th. Crazy. What the heck did they take so long to get to that part? Oh no. Couple dies after badly hurt after a hot air balloon. See? This is why I don't want to go on a hot air balloon. Went down in Mexico City. They start to go down, yeah. A Mexican couple was killed and their daughter is seriously injured after a hot air balloon caught fire and plummeted to the ground in Mexico City on Saturday. Jose Nolasco, 50, his wife, Viridiana Vicente, 38, both died during the shocking incident, which was caught on video and, of course, posted to social media. Mexican authorities say their daughter, Regina Itzani, broke her arm when she jumped from the fiery gondola. Despite her broken arm and second-degree burns, she is expected to survive. Yeah, and she lost both of her parents. The family from the city of Jamalpa de Morelos was on a joyride over the pre-Hispanic Rune, and it's a popular tourist site. It's not clear if the pilot was on board the balloon, which appeared to still be tethered to the ground. The bystanders' video showed the basket was flooded with flames. The balloon wilted quickly after the gondola hurtled to the ground as occupants appeared to either fall out or jump out. One onlooker said, "People are falling. It wasn't clear who departed the balloon." Mexican police say Sunday they're still investigating what caused the fire, although initial reports said it could be linked to the fuel storage system. The horrific accident shocked bystanders. The family took a selfie right before their tragic ride, and the trip was a birthday present organized by Regina and her dad for their mother. "It was the birthday of my daughter," Regina's mom said, "and they had prepared this ride as a surprise for her." She said her granddaughter, whose age was not included, remained in stable condition. She had hugged her parents before leaping from the balloon, but she has not been told they passed away. It's horrible. Uh-oh, McDonald's is laying people off. I thought they said they were getting the new something Arch something back. I don't know what the heck it is. Burger chain McDonald's is temporarily closing its U.S. offices this week as it prepares to inform corporate employees about its layoffs as part of a broader company restructuring. In an internal email, Last week, U.S. employees and some internal staff, McDonald's asked them to work from home from Monday through Wednesday so it can deliver staffing decisions virtually. It's unclear how many employees will be laid off. During the week of April 3rd, we will communicate key decisions related to roles and staffing levels across the organization. McDonald's also asked employees to cancel all in-person meetings with vendors and other outside parties at its headquarters. Wow. I wonder what their, I just heard that, what is it, something about the Arch Deluxe or something was coming back. You know what I didn't hear? They usually have...
That's the only burger I genuinely like, the Arch Deluxe.
Oh, did they stop making it?
Oh, yeah, a long time ago.
What is it? Because they said they were bringing it back.
It was a burger with pepper bacon,
Yeah.
some kind of sauce. It wasn't mac sauce.
Okay.
And
I believe they're
lettuce.
bringing it back. I saw that yesterday, but what the heck is this thing going on now? You know,
I
this is...
managed McDonald's way back then when they had the Arch Deluxe. That's a long time ago.
Yeah, but this is the first time. Usually during Lent, you're bombarded with, and I don't watch TV where we even watch commercials, but somehow you see them, but give me that fillet of fish. You know that one?
Oh, yeah.
And usually it's on incessantly. I didn't hear anything about that, about the fillet of fish.
You know who's got the best fish right now? Wendy's. Their fish sandwich is actually good.
Yeah. The fast food chain said in January it would review corporate staffing levels as part of an updated business strategy, which could lead to layoffs in some areas and expansion in others. McDonald's is expected to begin announcing key decisions by Monday. That's interesting, huh? Let me see if that Arch Deluxe is really coming back, because I saw something. I don't remember that at all.
The Arch Deluxe was good. That's the best thing they ever did. I found it.
The Arch Deluxe was a hamburger in 1996.
Yeah, long time ago.
But I saw that the Arch Deluxe was a hell of a burger. But they said it was also McDonald's most expensive flop.
I don't know.
I saw the Arch Deluxe. I saw something and it said the Arch Deluxe was coming back. And I mentioned it yesterday, and now I can't find it.
Well, the peppered bacon was really good, and it was circular. It was real bacon. But it was peppered. Oh, it was so good. It was all about the bacon on there. The bacon, the sauce.
I don't remember it at all.
I remember if there was tomato or... I used to know all the sandwiches, but...
I really thought I saw that. Now I'm freaking out. Why would I think of that? I don't even know what that burger is, and I saw it. It said they were bringing it back. Maybe it was a faker thing. They were bringing it back. So what's McDonald's is? I thought they did well. They like redid a bunch of McDonald's.
Oh, you either redid it or they closed it.
No,
That's why
no,
they
they're.
did so many. They said
An
they either
8-unit
get
McDonald's
on board or
franchise
you're gone.
declares bankruptcy. That was on March 18th. Based in Pittsburgh. Let's see. McDonald's store declares rare bankruptcy after 36 years.
Wow. Where was it?
He said that there was an 8 chain. It was in Pittsburgh. Rare Rice Enterprises, the operator of 8 locations across Pittsburgh, is facing legal challenges. The paperwork shows the move was made to preserve the company's franchise agreements. The employees are keeping their jobs. Everything is operating. It's just some breathing room to restructure, reorganize. But what's going on? That doesn't, for them to close their offices and do these layoffs? Come on.
Well, the owner might have been not buying all the stuff that they needed the correct ingredients, whatever, you know.
Yeah, but
Breaking
they
rules.
said McDonald's is closing all of its offices tomorrow.
Huh.
What's that about?
My sister's a bookkeeper. She's really runs the office.
Well, all of the fast food prices are too high, Al. Yeah.
You know, you go to McDonald's and you get like a whatever if you get a quarter pounder and fries and a drink, you may
Right.
as well go to a Chinese restaurant and get a decent meal.
Oh yeah, it's like if family of four, you go through there, it's $50 some odd if you ever get it all. It's more than that now. It's ridiculous.
Crazy.
And then there's some that are like, okay, look at that, and then they charge you like for the drink is like $4. And you're like, what? Yeah.
Just get
Yeah.
water. Ask for a water cup and drink water. You can refill it. And just order your burger and whatever. Michael and Evelyn went one time. I told them that somebody had done it at our McDonald's. They pulled up to the window and asked for a glass of ice water.
They must have loved that, right?
Free, which was free. So when
Yeah.
Michael and Evelyn were dating, they were still in high school, so they were 17. They went to the McDonald's I had worked at, and they came home with their triumphant with their ice water. We did it. We got free
Really?
water. Yeah, in the drive-through. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, you know, small
All right.
thrills, right?
Hmm.
That's how they
Okay.
do alcohol. Cheap.
I think we're gonna close up early tonight because we've got a big day tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna restart the Zoom before we go.
Who's
me-
gonna call me and wake me up?
Oh, I don't know. I'll have to scream. I'm gonna end this and pull. Hold on. I'm gonna end this. Don't forget, please, that we're really gonna try to broadcast the Letecia Stauch audio tomorrow. And to do that, we'll have to do it like nobody can be in the Zoom because if anybody unmutes, we could be killed. So when I do it tomorrow morning, I'll start a new Zoom and that'll be it for the remainder of the trial. So sorry about that. But we'll be in the chat. We'll all be in the chat listening. And let me see. Okay, so that's done. Invite. Okay. But, all right. Okay. All right. And I thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. God bless. Prayers for all that need them. We'll see you tomorrow. Everybody have a good night. And we'll see you tomorrow bright-eyed, bushy-tailed.